So the Baltimore Ravens placed the non-exclusive franchise tag on Lamar Jackson yesterday, which means that teams such as the 49ers will have the opportunity to start negotiating long-term deals with Lamar Jackson starting Monday. And if Lamar and a team such as the 49ers were to come to an agreement, the Ravens would have an opportunity to match that offer. And if they don't want to, and it doesn't seem like they really want to give Lamar Jackson big money, then a team such as the 49ers that came to an agreement with Lamar would have to send 2 first-round picks to Baltimore in exchange for Lamar's services. Should the Niners do this? Will the Niners do this? Should they? Yes. Yes, they think they're in a Super Bowl window. They have about 2 years left with this current core, and Lamar Jackson's the best quarterback they could get. You got to take down Philly and Kansas City. They have Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes. Lamar Jackson is as talented as Jalen Hurts and just about a year and a half older than him, I believe. Yes, I would think you do it. The Niners' next 2 first-round picks most likely will be at the end of the first round, and whatever they would have to pay Lamar Jackson, he's a top 5, top 10 quarterback. You can make it work. The Niners are a good drafting team. Frankly, you'd rather spend that money on a quarterback than any other position, and the Niners are going to they're going to be spending 30 plus on Nick Bosa, spending a lot on Trent Williams. Better to spend it on a quarterback. Frankly, if the Niners had Lamar Jackson, a good center, and a good right tackle, they'd be Super Bowl favorites. You don't need to have the best defense in the league. You can take a step back on defense, have a good defense, have Lamar Jackson, a good offensive line, all those weapons. Yeah, the Niners would be favorites. The only problem is it's not going to happen. The Niners are not going to make this happen. You know why? Kyle Shanahan. I'm predicting it right now. Kyle Shanahan doesn't want to coach Lamar Jackson for a few reasons. Well, it's not just that Kyle doesn't want to coach him. I don't think he wants to. Let's start there. One, Kyle Shanahan doesn't really want a dual threat quarterback. I don't think he does. He traded for Trey Lance and gave up on him after 4 starts. He had RG3, but wanted Kirk Cousins the whole time. So I think Kyle Shanahan wants his offense to look the way it looks with Brock Purdy. I don't think he wants to change it. Also, Lamar Jackson got a 13 on his Wonderlic. Doesn't affect him in the NFL, but on the 49ers, Kyle Shanahan's offense, which is notoriously dense and complicated and hard to learn. It took Jimmy Garoppolo years to master it, if he ever did. Kyle wouldn't streamline it for Jimmy. He's not going to streamline it for Lamar, and he would need to. You should. He should streamline it anyway. And then there's the issue of injuries. If the Niners traded for Lamar Jackson and he had to play for Kyle Shanahan, Lamar would get hurt just like every other quarterback Kyle Shanahan coaches. You don't believe me? Ask Robert Griffin III. Ask Brian Hoyer. Ask Jimmy Garoppolo. Ask CJ Beathard. Ask Nick Mullins. Ask Trey Lance. Ask Brock Purdy. This is Kyle Shanahan's pattern, and until he fixes it, doesn't matter which quarterback the Niners get. Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. If Kyle Shanahan somehow called Tom Brady and convinced him to come out of retirement again to play for the 49ers, Kyle Shanahan's ultimate legacy would be he'd be the only guy who got Tom Brady injured. I'm so sorry to predict that, but that's Kyle's pattern. So should they get Lamar Jackson? Yeah. Will they? No. And if they did, would Kyle make it work? Hell no.